Waterfall charts are a fantastic way of being able to see how the total is made up from smaller dimensions within it and how the performance of those are impacting the overall value. So it allows you to unlock insights that may not be possible looking at the number as a whole. So in today's video, we're going to be going through how to build a waterfall chart. Hey everyone, welcome back to Rather Be Visin. My name is Sam and today we're taking a look at waterfall charts. So waterfall charts are a great way of seeing how the total is built up by different dimensions and the splits within them. If we have a look at the example I've got here, we can see how each of them add up to that total and where we might have some bad performers. So how are they built out? Well, it's really straightforward. So let's clear this down and start from scratch. Okay, so I've got my blank worksheet here, so let's start building out this view. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my profit and I'm going to drop that onto rows because I want my bars going up and down the page. I want to split this by subcategory, so I'm going to bring my subcategory up onto columns, and you can see we've got quite a standard bar chart here, so we can see that our chairs and our tables are negative profit and everything else is positive. Now what we want to do is change our profit to be a table calculation and to be a running total. So I'm going to click on the drop down menu here, quick table calculation, running total. And you can see now it's adding up our values as we go along, and we've got a dip for chairs and a dip for tables because they are our negative values. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to be a Gantt bar. So now we get these Gantt lines up here, and then I'm just going to double click in the marks card so I can type in what I want. I'm going to do a minus sum profit and close that off. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag that up and onto size. And when I do that, you can see our bars are now being different sizes based on that profit value. Now if I bring in my profit value and drop that onto label, we can see our values. So we've got negative in chairs, we've got negative in tables, and I'm going to right click, just format this, and I'm just going to bring this down to go to one decimal place. I want to show it in thousands, and I want to have a prefix of a pound sign. So in order to make this a little bit easier to read, at the moment all of our values and our colors are blue, so let's just create a calculated field to highlight those negative values. So I'm going to do a create calculated field. I'm just going to call this positive question mark, and we're just going to do sum profit greater than 0. So this is going to give us a Boolean response, so true or false, is it positive or is it negative? And if we drop that onto color, you can see we've now got blue for negative values and orange for positive values. And we can change these, so we might want to go with the good old traditional green and red, which isn't very colorblind friendly, but gives you an idea of what you can do. So now we can see the build. What we want to do is also add in our grand total so we can see where we ended up. So if we come into analysis, totals, and show row grand totals, we now get that total bar at the end. And of course we can go through and tidy all this up. So I always like to get rid of the grid lines. And so now we've got a nice clean visualization here. And so we can have a look at this and we can see that the performance of all of our products was pretty good, with the exception of chairs and tables, which have impacted our overall profit figure. And because of the way that this is made, if we want to, we can bring in our order date into filters, we can filter by year, and we can just select 2021 and see how we did there. And we can see that phones also had a bit of a stinker in 2021. If we right click and show this filter, and we can make this maybe a single value drop down, and then we can switch through the years and see how our performance has changed and how the total sum of our profit is made up of all those parts. And of course, if we didn't want to do subcategory, we could switch this round. We might want to have a look at maybe country region, and we can drop that down and we can see the same thing. So we can see somewhere like Ireland and the Netherlands have had a negative impact on our performance, but somewhere like the UK or Spain has had a positive impact on our performance. And that's waterfall charts. So as I say, really straightforward. It's all about changing that profit into a running total and then creating that negative profit in order to get that sizing correct on your bars and making sure you're on a Gantt bar. So hopefully that helped. If it did, please do let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers for watching.